Welcome back to episode 3. It's time to get the roof on. Oh, look at this. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's go have a look what I've done. So here it is, the main roof. All the framing work's done pretty much. And every one of these rafters is a different length. But I'm well happy with what I've done. Made a nice job of it. Look at that. Beautiful. There's my window. Let's go down the other side and have a look at it. So when you have a window, you have to have a double rafter either side for a bit of strength. So how I've done this is, let me put you over here. So each one of these rafters is a different length because the building's not square. It's not true. Ideally you want your roof to be square and then all these would be identical, nice and easy. But what I've had to do is I've got a template for the top, so that fits on the top nicely. Template for the bottom, slots on there nicely. And all I've done is screwed a bit of 3x2 to this, put that on there. The 3x2 comes down to here, and you can see all these lines here are all the different rafters. So I'll put a line on it and I'll say number 4, and then I'll lay that down as a jig on my piece of wood, line that up with the line, cut that out, fits on perfect. And then all I've got to do on this side now is just put these bits of 3x2 in the middle of this wall and bed them in, and then as your battens run across, you don't have all this where it's just not attached to anything, so it can attach there so you don't get a floppy end. And then we've just got to do the lean-to section. I've got to put this beam in here. I was resting on the wall at either side, but it's also going to be resin fixed into the wall. And then same again, bird's mouth the top, bird's mouth the bottom onto a wall plate, and we'll be away. Let's get it done. Okay, so that's the framing work done for the lean-to section. Got my 3x2 set into the wall. Just use the level to check that's nice and square with the rest of the roof all the way, which it is. And then I put my window frame in. I've got my resin fixings into the wall, and we're away to go. However, the Staffordshire blue clay tiles that came off of this roof and I want to put back on, I've got a minimum angle of 35 degrees, which is about that, and this is about 26 degrees. So to be able to use these tiles, I've got to put a rubber membrane underneath, so I'm basically having 2 roofs, one on top of the other. So that's what I'm going to do next. Let's get some wood on it. Okay, so that's the rubber membrane put on the lean-to roof. Now this rubber's from Permaroof. It's a local company, but they do delivery, so check them out online. And let's go have a look at the main roof, because I've got the felt on that now as well, and some of the battens. So this is a 10mm continuous eave vent designed to go on a fascia board on that little lap there. Because I haven't got a fascia board, I've put these tilting fillets on, just an angled piece of wood, and then they sit on there just nice. And then my felt will come over the top of this, and then we've got some eave trays to stick on. And let me show you the other side, because magically here's one I did earlier, and you can see how it sits. So you've got your tilting fillet there, your vent, your tray, then you cut your felt off about there, and that carries the water onto this support tray and into your gutter, because this doesn't want to be on the outside because it gets degraded by the UV light. Okay, so I've got all my battens on. I've cut the ends off nice and square, stuck a line up, so it's all got the same distance overhang. And then I'm just mucking it up with some tiles to see how it all sits. Now you'd usually put an undercloak on this. Shows this. So your undercloak would sit there, and then that allows the mortar to be held underneath here, so you can flaunch all this end up. But I'm doing it the traditional way, so I'm using some of these tiles that have got broken ends, and then I'll put those in there like that, and that'll act as the undercloak, so that'll look nice from underneath, and then just flaunch all this up. And as if by magic, there we are, all done. Smart job that is, really looks nice. A lot nicer than a cement fibre board, eh? Let's get some tiles on. Let's see if we can get this window in. I'm excited about this bit. Get to see what my view's going to look like. Look at that. It's not going to be a bad view from my bedroom window, that is it? We've got the tiles all the way around the window now, almost up to the end, just got the last two to put on, which get mortared on and screwed on. Got my undercloak sorted on this end now as well. You can see all the tiles there, look. So the last two on the verges get mortared and screwed. On the eaves, the bottom two courses just get screwed, and across the ridge the top two get screwed, around the window as well. Two all the way around the window. And then all the ones in the middle are just loose laid. So I get the rest of these tiles on, and then we've just got the ridge to put on. Beautiful day. So I've got the ridge on. Now I'm using a dry ridge system. So instead of mortar, I've got these fixings that screw down into a batten that runs across the ridge. And then you've got little spaces in between. And at the end underneath you've got this corrugated stuff. So you've got this that runs underneath them. Stick it back under there, so you just peel that back and stick it on. And then you've got the corrugated bit where the air can flow up and through. Some perforated holes across the top bit, so then it can go through underneath. The felt is also cut at the ridge as well, so the air can get underneath. And then that's all ventilated all the way down to your eave vents at the bottom. So your roof's fully ventilated, won't get damp in there. And then the end ones, because I can't fix here obviously, I just drilled a hole in the end ones and fixed through there, and they're also mortared on, the two end ones. So I put those on first and then ran a line across, put the rest in. And then I've also, while I've got good access to this gable end, raked all these joints out and repointed it all. So this is the first bit that's been repointed. It's really nice to see what it's going to look like. I'm not going to go into great detail on that now because I'm going to do a video on repointing when I do the rest of it. But this is very exciting. These pots here I found, they look like stone walls, look. So I thought I'd get a couple of those and put them in the owl holes. They'll look really nice. I've got some nice purple flowering plants that, well, these will grow out and dangle down. I've got another one on this one, I'll show you, with a different purple dangler in. So yeah, that's the ridge on. Let's get some battens on this lean-to roof. So I've got the rest of the tiles on around the window now. Just got the verge to do, and this top bit where I'm doing the lead work. As you can see. So across the top here, I'm using this abutment vent. So this has got little bubbles on it, so the lead sits on top of this and air can get through here. I've got a gap at the back so the air can get underneath the roof down to the bottom, and then at the bottom I've got the eave vent, same as I used on the other roof. And there's these little brass straps, they bend over and just hold the lead there, and then where I've cut out a groove down here with the angle grinder, the lead gets bent into there, and then some of this lead mate sealant just seals it all up nice, neat and weather tight. So I've got the majority of this lead work done now. Just got the last little section up there to do, but I can't do that until I've done this verge, and annoyingly it's too cold now to do the verge because of the lime mortar. You can see this bit over here, look, it's not happy, so I didn't do this bit because that was done ages ago now. It just takes so long to go off properly. We even had a good dumping of snow, so might have to leave this till spring now, but it has got the rubber membrane roof underneath, so it's all nicely watertight, so I'll do that in spring. And for now, I'll leave you with some sexy shots of the rest of the roof. So we're almost at the end of the video now. Thought I'd just say a quick few words. First off, sorry it's taken so long to get this video out. It has taken me a lot longer to get the roof done than I thought it would. But I always say you can have 2 or 3 things. You can do them cheap, you can do them well, and you can do them quick. But you can't have all 3. I think I've done it well. I've done a nice job of it, and doing it myself I have done it cheap. But in having those 2, you can't do it quick. But I've enjoyed doing it, and that's the main thing. And this isn't by any means a how-to video, a tutorial video. I'm very much an amateur self-builder. So I thought I'd just share with you a couple of sources that I've used that I found useful, which is a Marley fixing guide. If you Google that, you can download a big document that tells you how to do the eaves, the verges, the ridges, what needs fixing, etc. That was really useful. And also a guy on YouTube called Fix My Roof, for things like your lead work and all that sort of stuff. He's really good videos. So check those out. And I will also be having another video out in a couple of weeks. Just a summary of this year at the barn, really. So keep your eye out for that. If you want to get a notification when that comes out, then make sure you subscribe and click the little bell icon next to subscribe. You'll get a notification then. And yeah, I think that's about me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.